Good morning, everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm going to be giving the webinar today. Today, we're going to talk about tasks. ReFX allows you, for those of you that have professional or professional dialer, allows you to schedule certain kind of tasks. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to go to my follow-up. Unfortunately, if you have platinum, you do not have follow-up. That's in the system where you have the properties that you're working with, and the system saves follow history. You can send multiple contracts. You can schedule tasks, send emails, make calls. If you have platinum and you're interested in some of these features, please give us a call and we'll be happy to help you with that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, here in my follow-up, I have all these properties in my follow-up. I'm going to select the first 10 properties and start working with them. As you know, you can select properties and send contracts, send faxes, send text messages, and send emails. You can also make calls if you have professional dialer. You can go to the follow history and create notes depending on what you're doing with the properties. However, that is something that you're doing in the moment. ReFX allows you to program your work, and a lot of these things can be done automatically by the system. For example, let's say I want to select these 10 properties and send contracts, an offer contract to all of them today. So I click here and schedule task. This little icon that looks like a clock and it's called schedule task on the top row of icons on your screen. Remember that the icons on the top are actions to take, and the icons on the left are places to go. So I want to create a task, so I click up here. I get this little window. I can schedule tasks in automatic and in manual. The automatic task will be either text messages, either by regular text message, the standard text message if you have professional, and if you have professional dialer, you can schedule also Plivo text messages. If you have a fax application in your computer, you can set that up here in ReFX and you can send faxes directly from here. You can also send emails and send document. We're talking about the actual offer contract that you're sending to these people. So let's say I want to send the contract. I don't want to send it at this time. It's 11 in the morning. I want them to receive it first thing in the afternoon. So I'm going to schedule it for 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock today. So here I put a description of what my task is. I'm going to put initial. This is so I know what the task is about. First offer contract. Click and create. This will take me to the contract manager. Here I have to select which contract I'm going to send. If you have several contracts per account, you select which one you're going to use at this particular moment. Select what additional documents you want to Spain. This is a short sale contract, so I have the short sale addendum selected, independent title, and let's send a proof of funds. So all those documents will go out with my contract. Everything else is set up. So all I have to do is go to send by email, create or select my cover email. This is the email that will go out with my contract. I can type it in directly here, or I can manage my templates and select one of the templates I have here. Initial offer, load. And once I have it selected, I just click on create task. Once I create my task, I have here in this column in my follow-up, see I have, first of all, number. This is the number of the location on my follow-up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have email. And here I have pending task. Now I have a number 1 here. That is because now this 10 first properties have a pending task. That is, that contract will be pending until 1 o'clock this afternoon when it will go out automatically. How do I check on that? I can go here on the left on tasks. Remember, I told you these are places to go. So I'm going to go to tasks. I'm going to refresh. And here the first 10 would be the pending task I just created. I can use the filter. Let's use the filter to create created date equal to today. So I will only see the ones that I'm creating right now. Let's click on filter. These are the 10 I just created. This will be here in pending task until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they will go out automatically because these are set up as automatic. So even if I do not turn on my computer, I will be able to, even if I do not turn on my computer, those contracts will go out at that moment. Let's say after that, I want the systems to send out a follow-up text. The contracts are going to go out today in the afternoon at 1, and I want tomorrow morning for them to receive a text message telling them, hey, I sent you a contract yesterday. Have you had a chance to see it? Please check and let me know. So let's go back to follow-up. I still have selected this 10 properties. And I'm going to click on set and schedule task. Now I'm going to create an SMS in automatic. I'm going to tell it that it has to be tomorrow. Not tomorrow, no, today is Friday. So let's put it for Monday morning. I will leave it at 10 o'clock and follow up SMS create. Here I type in my text message. I can use variables to have each one of my text message personalized. For example, I put um, here I would type in my actual text message, hello, using my variables, using the nickname, and it will use the first name of the agent and that I'm trying to contact. And I sent you a contract last week. Please let me know if you have had chance to look at it. Get back to me as soon as possible. Create task. And now you see that automatically now this will change from 1 to 2 because now I have 2 pending tasks here. And that way I can keep on. I can now schedule a follow-up email 3 days after, or maybe a call. In automatic, as I told you, I can schedule text messages, faxes, emails, and documents. I also have the option to create manual tasks. Those are tasks that will not go out automatically. It will just be a reminder for me to know that on that day, I have to take an action on any of these given properties. So in manual, I'm going to create a make call task. Let's say Wednesday next week. Follow up call contracts sent on December 3rd. Click on create. The manual task will tell you that on December 3rd you have something pending to get accomplished. However, it's not an active reminder. It's not an active reminder. You have to actually go in and check where the task that you have pending for the day. Let me show you how to do that. So I created this task. Let's see. If I go here in my initial page, I have a little pending task icon here. This usually has a 0 because I don't have anything pending for today, but today I just created 10 tasks to be executed at 1 o'clock, and that's what this is telling me right now. Once I log in, I can look up here in this corner and I can see that I have pending tasks for the day. How do I check this? I go to tasks here on the right, on the left, sorry. I already filtered it, so but that's what I would have. Let me reset the filter and filter it again. And every morning when I open my account, if I have any number there in the corner telling me that I have pending tasks, all I have to do is go into my task tab here in pending task and click on filter and filter for the date. I can filter for today's date, create a completed date. That's the date that I have the task has to be completed. I put today because I created tasks to be completed today in the afternoon, and I want to check to see what they are. And I click on filter. That will show me only the ones that I have pending for the day. Let's say I come in next Monday. I have no, let's say Wednesday. Wednesday, I created task to make call. The automatic task will go out, and so I really don't have to check. The only thing I would check is if they actually did go out, and that would be in completed tasks and failed tasks. I'll show you that in a minute. But I do have to check the manual task. So I created a manual task for next Wednesday. So let's say today is the next Wednesday, and I come in and filter for that. And it should show me the calls that I created. Where are they? Equal. And let's put a date filter. Well, today is Friday and something isn't working correctly. Sorry for that. Remember, if you have any questions at any moment during the webinar, please go ahead and type your question there in the question and answer section or in the chat section, and I'll be happy to answer you as soon as I see the question. Okay, so when I come in, let's say I come in tomorrow, want to check if the contracts I scheduled to be sent out today actually did go out. I come here and click on completed task. Completed task is everything that has been completed. There I would see everything that has been completed. I can use a filter to check for the date or specific completed date. I could put between and put from today up to Tuesday. Let's say I come in on Tuesday and click on filter, and it will show me everything that has been completed those days. However, there could be some error. Maybe the property didn't have a correct email if I was sending contracts, or if I was sending text messages, that phone number wasn't a cell phone and wasn't able to receive the text message. That could happen also, and that would be in failed tasks. Here in failed tasks would be anything that I had scheduled, but for some reason did not go out. So I check here in failed tasks. Again, I can filter for any specific period of time. And once I have the time frame of the task that I want to check, all I have to do is click here in this column where it says status and view task detail. That will show me and tell me why and what was the reason that that task wasn't completed. In this case, I was trying to send a text message, but the contact information for that property did not have a cell phone. So that's why this one didn't go out. In that case, I would have to go to the contact information, go to contact, check the contact information. These are phone numbers, or as the system says, they're not actually cell phones and they weren't able to deliver the text message. So maybe I give them a call. If you have dialer, you can do it directly from here. If you do not, just get your phone, make a call, ask them for an actual cell phone, or finish your business with them on the phone with them. Once you do that, you can come here, check on the property and reset task or delete it, depending on whatever outcome of that you trying to fix this failed task was. Okay, so from your follow-up, you can execute your task at the moment. You can send text messages, emails, faxes, and documents. You can make calls, but you can also schedule those tasks for the system to do them, either automatically or to remind you to do them at a later time. As I did right now, I select 10 properties and the initial offer contract, schedule a task for the system to send a follow-up email and a follow text message. And then at the end to make a call, I can schedule, let's say the next month, because I want to call them every week or send them a follow-up text for the next month. I can do it one by one, or I can also create a template for that. Let me show you that. Here on the left side, the last icon I have here is templates. So here I click on templates. Remember that the templates allow you to create your email templates, your text message templates, letter template, that is the cover email that you're going to send, the letter that you're going to print in mailing campaigns, the text message that you use. You can create several templates until you have them there. At the moment of using them, just select the one that fits the moment. But also have task templates. How does the task template work? What the task template does is create several steps on my work in the properties. That is, I can schedule the contract, the follow-up email, the follow-up text message, and the follow-up call, all in one step instead of having to do it one by one. How do I do that? I create a template. How do I create a template? I go here to template, task template, and create new. That is add. In this plus sign, I create an add. That gives me this little windows where I start creating my task. How do I create my task? First of all, I give it a name. Let's say this is my task for first offer on short sale properties. This is the name of the template. So when I check and my several templates, I can select the one that I need at that moment because the name tells me what it is about. So, okay, first of all, this is the first offer. So I'm going to add send first offer contract. And that would be an automatic task. I select send document. I'm going to send it. I'm going to, in this case, so I can actually show you, I'm going to put it 2 hours from now, so I can actually cancel it when we finish the webinar and not actually send the contract. So I can leave it in 0. This is counting from the moment I'm create the task and apply it. It will start counting down and to the moment to execute the task. So if I leave it at 0, my first task will be executed as soon as I apply it. So that's why in my case at this moment, I'm going to put 2 hours. So that way I have time to cancel it when we finish the webinar and not actually send those contracts because I'm not buying anything. Okay, so I'll put the 2 hours, the description of the task. That's something for me. That's information for me to know. So that's first. Offer on short sale properties. Click on create. That will take me here where I select the contract and do everything as if I was creating an individual task. So I look for my short sale contract. Remember that you can set up several contracts in your account depending on the type of negotiation you're doing. You are able to set up your contracts differently and select them as you go along, as you work. Let's see. Everything else is that let's send the EMD and the proof of funds. Click on create by send by email. Let's select my first initial offer. Task and create task. So here I have my first task. Then I want to send a follow-up email the day after. So counting, select send email, counting from the moment I sent the first offer, I want the day after, or let's put 2 days after, send a follow-up email. So as I said, this is counting from the moment I apply the template to my properties. So 2 days, the first day, it will send the contracts 2 hours after I apply it. Then 2 days after, it will send a follow-up email. That's automatic, create. Let's see if I have a follow-up template here. No, I don't. So I would have to type in the actual text that I want in my contract. If you need to know how to create your templates or how to create your emails, please go to our help section or our YouTube channel, and there are short videos that will show you how to do that. Or give us a call and schedule a coaching, an individual one-on-one, and we'll be happy to help you. So here I create tasks. Now I have 2 tasks. The first offer, then I follow-up email. I'm going to add now a text message that I want to be sent on the 4th day after I sent the contract. Follow-up email, text, SMS. Create. Here I type in the body of my text. Again, I can use templates that I previously created, or I can type in directly here. Once I have it as I want, I just click on create task. So I have starting from 0, it's starting from 2 hours since I applied, then 2 days after I'll send out a follow-up email, then a follow-up text message 4 days after. And last of all, I'm going to add in manual a call. Make call. That's 4 days. Let's put 5 days after. Follow-up call. This is a manual task. It's different from the other ones. These are automatic. This one is manual. As I told you before, the manual task will not be executed automatically. You have to actually sit in your computer, look for what you have pending, select the properties, and execute the task yourself. And of course, the system can't make a call without you sitting there. So that's why the make call task, I put it in manual. So I create that. So now I have 4 tasks created in this task template. I'm going to save it. And now I'm going to my follow-up and select the properties that I'm going to apply these task template to. I'm going to select these 6 properties. Click here and create scheduled task. Here I have the little window that I had before, but down here I have managed template. And that's what I'm going to use in this case. I'm going to look for the template of tasks that I just created, or whichever you want to apply it at the moment. This is the one I just created, first offer on short sale properties. I select that and click on load. So that automatically will create all those tasks for the 6 properties. They're all here. So I click on create. It's all tasks were successfully created. So you see, instead of doing one by one as I did with the first 10, I went down here, selected the properties, applied my task template, and it has created 4 consecutive tasks for the 6 properties that will be, most of them executed automatically, even if I do not turn on my computer. And the call will be a reminder for me that I have to make a call 6 days from now. As I said, this is something that then you can check in the task section. You'll see your pending tasks. Let's reset the filter. Once you come in next week and you want to check if they actually did go out, you check in completed tasks, filtering by a range of dates of the task that you created, and make sure you check the failed task to make sure that everything did go out, or if something didn't go out, check why it was that it didn't go out. And maybe if it's some email error, or maybe it was a system error, yes, try to contact to change any contact error. Or if it was a system error, just give us a call and we'll help you with that. So that's what I wanted to show you today. All the tasks that you can create, execute, and create in ReFX if you have professional dialog. You can send emails, text messages, faxes, and documents being the actual offer contract. You can make calls if you have professional dialer. And that you can do at the moment you're sitting on your computer, or you can tell the system and schedule your task for a later date and program your work maybe for the week or maybe for the whole month in just one day. And just all you have to do is once in a while come in here and check if you have any answers here in emails, or go into the actual properties and the follow history of the properties. Remember that in the follow history, the system will save everything that you've done with the property. In this case, I've just created all these tasks. Once they are executed, the system will add the little note saying that the task was executed. If there was a response for one of the emails, you will have a received email notification here, and you can see the outbox and the outgoing and the incoming emails here. Also the outgoing and the incoming text messages here. And from here, depending on what you see, what you have received, you can go ahead and call them, send an offer, and counter offer if that's what the answer from them was, schedule another task, send a text message, or add a note for yourself. Maybe the note for your with the answers that you received, you need to make a note for yourself that you want to be there the next time you come into and check this property. You can add a note here in the follow history. Hello, Carl. I have a question from you. The link for the invitation to join the webinar. Did I assume that you did receive the invitation since you're here? Please let me know if there was any problems with it. You should have received a reminder yesterday and the actual link invitation with the link today. Did you receive it? Oh, okay, thank you. Well, let me check on that because it's really strange. We did register everyone, so thank you for letting me know. I'll try to check that, why they didn't go out. Thank you for letting me know. Do you have any questions? In any case, this webinar is recorded and will be uploaded into the system. And since you're telling me this, I'm actually going to try and send it by email with the next invitation so that all our clients will be able to have access to this one in particular. So thank you again for giving me the heads up on this issue. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you today, how to use the task, how to schedule the task, how to check on your tasks. And thank you for being here and hope you have a very nice weekend.